begun.
Just something outside of a shooter.
Introduce us, damn it.
Oh, we're a civilization and we don't like dumb people. Which apparently we run into a lot of those.
And that's Kaya.
Yeah.
Dude. That's Felix. That's Taker. And I'm Nate.
Why do you think he's actually pointing us as assistants? I don't know why.
Because they can see this, guys. G-U-I-Z.
It's a reminder for himself to know who's who because, you know, he's slow. He hasn't been here in a while.
He's an idiot.
I haven't been here in a while.
It's been like 2 months since the last time he's been here, so he has to remind himself who's who and who does what.
And he's an idiot. He needs new batteries. And he's an idiot.
Anyways, Server might remember that, like, the very first video that we posted, like, 2 years ago.
It was like a year ago.
Like, a year ago. Was a rant about people ranting about the new DmC game.
Before, we had, like, nothing except for one trailer and... Actually, that was it. We only got one trailer, no gameplay, no story information, nothing. And people were ranting up the ass about Dante's new haircut and
how that was ruining
dye job and how it was ruining the franchise and stuff like that. Now, we've gotten, well, that same trailer, more trailers after that where it shows drastic changes of, you know, what they were originally going with, gameplay footage, and a few weeks ago we got a demo. Woo! Woo! I tried this demo out for myself. I have a full demo playthrough, 3 parts long.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I fucking did.
Smart person. Right here.
Anywho, despite the fact that this demo has been released, and, well, I can say that I had a good experience. Well, not at first, because that game is different. That game is hell.
Yeah, I saw. You were like, what the fuck do I... Oh, okay, I'm getting the hang of it now.
What did I do? It took like 5 playthroughs to get a hang of it, but eventually I did, and the last time I played it, I enjoyed it.
And yet, people everywhere are still complaining about it.
Well, I don't say people everywhere. We finally got some smart people saying, like, oh, this is not that bad. All the reasons that I bitched about before aren't that major, and I can see past them now.
But we're still getting the new complaints coming from some people.
The new old complaints where people are bitching about, oh, it runs on 30 frames per second. Dante, we still got the whole Dante's hair isn't white, and he's not the old Dante.
People still complaining about the new Devil Trigger when it's their fault that the Devil Trigger is that way in the first place.
And for some reason, people are bitching about random ass shit. Like, for example, I ran into this guy's playthrough DmC, the demo.
Gamefront.com if you want to check it out, I guess.
Then I guess I was just comparing their playthroughs with mine for no reason. And I ran into some guy who commented, saying something like, well, actually, this is the comment on YouTube right now. It's absolutely nothing like Devil May Cry. It doesn't have any of the things that DmC had. It feels as if it's pretending to be DmC while being completely different game entirely. Now, that's not really a bad complaint, but at the same time, that's the idea of a reboot. That's what this game is. It's a reboot. It's not trying to pretend to be DmC. It's trying to be an alternate take on DmC.
They're completely rewriting everything. Dante, the storyline, everything.
Exactly. So, I've been having this long, dragged-out argument with this dude for about 4 weeks now. Most of our argument is still on YouTube. Still on the top of the comments for some reason. And it just kept stretching on, and it went to messages and stuff like that. So, I want to go through a little bit of this, just the gist of it, because if I read the whole thing, it'll take way too long. And, oh boy, is this guy done.
And once he's done with his shit, I actually have a comment status that someone posted on one of my RP accounts that...
Oh yeah, I remember this. This guy is an idiot.
You remember this dude?
Yes.
You ran into the same dude before.
Yes.
Has a wrestler on his avatar. Okay, that's funny. Anyway, so first off, at first his whole argument is, oh, it's not the old Devil May Cry. Well, that kind of gets shot out the window immediately because the game is a reboot. Of course it's not. It's designed to be different than Devil May Cry.
I'm sorry, but if a game like gets stale after 10, if the franchise gets stale after 10 years, a reboot's kind of needed.
Yeah. Then he says,
I mean, I love the Devil May Cry games, but like 4 just felt a little stale after a minute.
yeah, he keeps going on this thing like the game should be a new IP. And says something like, we don't want a reboot, and a reboot wasn't called for. Now, at first I called him on that because you can't really say we like he's talking to everybody, because we actually have smart people out there that realize, okay, this game isn't that bad. But he pretty much goes in the same argument over and over again. I'm getting negative reviews too for some reason. But yeah, he's stupid. Let's see. Oh, he says that another reason why he doesn't like this reboot is because, well, it kind of means that we don't get Devil May Cry 5. As in, the old Dante doesn't come back, there's no new adventure with Dante, Trish, and possibly Lady, even though she's not even really a part of the trio, but still. And
so he's upset because there's not going to be a sequel.
Yeah, not a sequel to Devil May Cry 4. But the thing with that is, like, what do you think they're going to do with it? Like, Devil May Cry 4 was already a disaster on its own because Dante, the guy that you're pitching about now, wasn't even the main character of that.
And apparently everyone enjoyed it.
Yeah, he got upstaged by his nephew.
Pretty much.
Nobody pitches about Nero's existence. Well, they did at first because we didn't know who the fuck he was, but now that we know that he's Virgil's son.
Yeah, oh, he's Virgil's son. Okay, we quit pitching.
Oh, it's okay then, because he's technically Dante in a way. What? That doesn't make sense. Let's see. Oh. Another one of this guy's arguments is, apparently, Ninja Theory and Capcom doesn't respect the fans because somewhere they insulted them. And that's why this game sucks.
You insulted them first. I'm gonna stop.
He just call you.
I didn't really say anything, but it's fucking obvious that if there were any insults, they were either very subtle or you read too deeply into something.
Yeah.
After all, if they didn't care about the fans, we wouldn't have this white-haired Dante Devil Trigger. I didn't want to say anything because I'm going back to
just to shut some of these people up.
You just say that you were obviously never a real DmC fan.
Something like that. He kept saying that over and over again.
NT sheep? What does that even mean?
Ninja Theory.
Oh.
Pretty much I was calling him a sheep because, well, throughout this entire conversation, yeah, he's coming up with new reasons to hate the game, but they're all stupid minor reasons that everyone else is bitching about. And obviously he doesn't know, like, what the hell he's actually bitching about because he brought up 30 frames per second before, but he kept talking about, oh, the game doesn't run fast and the engine isn't strong enough. I'm like, dude, do you even know what frames per second is?
This game looks more powerful than most hack and slashes, period.
Yeah.
And he brought this up, like, earlier, like, later into the conversation. Like, oh, it doesn't run 30 frames per second? Oh, this game sucks, and this is gonna be so much slowdown with a bunch of shit on screen. Like, well, first of all,
slowdown has always existed.
Slowdown is bound to happen when there's too much shit on screen in any game. That doesn't matter what the fuck you're doing. That just happens because there's too much shit on screen. It's unavoidable unless you, I don't know, don't put too much shit on screen. Which I never ran into except for Devil May Cry 4 where there was one room where there was a bunch of chairs and I broke them all and there were a bunch of orbs and it slowed the game down a bit. But I didn't care because it was an empty room, there were no enemies, and I'm collecting orbs! So what am I bitching about? Nothing. Let's see.
And this dude took it to your fucking inbox?
Took it to my inbox. Well, I took it to the inbox today. I got sick of going to that same video just to comment that guy. But, so yeah, he says, what was the last thing he said before I went to it?
Oh, god damn it.
Well, he said that I sounded like an idiot for some reason. I told him to prove it. Now he goes on the whole thing, he's like, oh, what do I gotta prove? Your fucking word, you dumbass. Like, if you're gonna come in here and argue with me about some shit and then, oh, I got nothing to prove, then what are you talking to me for? So, let's see. Someone hasn't said anything intelligent this entire conversation. Okay, so he claims that he told me about Capcom and NT insulting the fans. But I told him, well, what the fuck does that have to do with the actual game development? Like, if NT doesn't like us, then I wonder fucking why. We got assholes like you floating around, bitching about the game for nothing. So let's see. So he says, okay, so you're okay with bitching so long as you get what you want. Because what I'm saying here is that I don't give a fuck if Capcom doesn't like me or Ninja Theory doesn't like me. So long as they keep making good games, I don't give a fuck. Tries to go on this whole thing about I'm true sheep because all I do is like buy games no matter how much the companies treat me. It's like, I don't care. Like companies are fucking best friend that needs to, I don't know, support me whenever I need to. Oh, he claims I require self-respect to play video games. Like, self-respect is what you need when you have that one friend that's a bad influence that keeps getting you in trouble. Or that one girlfriend that abuses you or something. That's when you need self-respect. I'm playing a fucking video game here!
If anything, you don't really need that much self-respect. After all, at the end of the day, we don't give a fuck because we're getting a good product of theirs. They don't give a fuck because they're taking our money. This is a business transaction.
Yeah,
Like, if there's some guy who's an old bully to me and we still have some tension between us, but we're trying to merge our companies so we can make a lot of money, I don't give a fuck if this dude's a Nazi. If he wants to make money with me, I'll put my differences aside because we're making a transaction.
Actually, I think Felix and her answers. Isn't it true that Zen, the co-host, doesn't like the fans?
Oh yeah, Zen hates the fans.
Yeah, and yet he still continues making the games and they're fun to play.
Exactly.
We practically still want the games.
They're not our best friends. They're not anything special to them. We're not anything special to them. It's not like the creators of Capcom are going to come from their giant CEO corporation who's just going to come to our house and suck our dicks. I'm just going to be blunt as hell.
Miyamoto, he's went on record to say American fans have annoyed him at times because they fucking bitch about graphics too much. Like, he basically said that.
Yeah!
Graphics are not everything. What?
Yeah.
Like, that was the entire case of the Wii. Like, obviously the Wii isn't as powerful as the PS3 and 360, so you can't fucking expect the Wii to look amazing. And when it does, nobody really says much about it.
Yeah.
Like
fucking Epic Mickey and shit.
Epic Mickey, Sonic Unleashing Colors, Galaxy.
No More Heroes 2.
No More Heroes is definitely a good looking game.
Like, how many times have you ever heard somebody say, "Oh, this game for the Wii looks awesome," compared to like 360 and PS3? Never.
All you hear is, this looks good compared to the other games on the Wii.
Yeah. But speaking of, you know, ignoring the fact that we don't give a shit about something in order to prove a point, this guy says, well, okay, back on the 30 frames per second thing. He pretty much puts up this wall of text, and he wasn't saying it directly, but he was heavily implying that he was saying that any game that runs on any less than 60 frames per second automatically sucks.
Okay then.
So, I gave him a list. Battlefield 3, 9 out of 10. Halo 3, 9.4 out of 10. Final Fantasy 13, 8.5 out of 10. Now, I couldn't come up with anything else because it's kind of hard to find a list of games that runs on 30 frames per second.
Handheld games?
No, these are console games. Battlefield.
I'm just talking about like handheld games.
I don't know.
Pretty sure Arkham City ran like 30 frames per second or something.
Arkham City.
Really?
I think so.
Arkham City, and that's pretty much a contender for Game of the Year. Or Game of the Decade.
Some people gave it Game of the Year.
No, Game of the Decade, not Game of the Year. It's contending for
Game of the Year edition of
Yeah.
What's VGAs for?
But still, the fact that it's that high up.
That the VGAs are paying attention to it.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that they hate Nintendo.
But they're like men and men.
I know Arkham City didn't run like a super fast, and it ran like good when it ran on Unreal Engine.
Unreal Engine. That's the argument here.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it ran on 30 or 60.
Well, like, okay, so I gave him Battlefield 3, Halo 3, and Final Fantasy 13. And I didn't get these scores from just one place. I just took a bunch of random ass websites like Game Informer, IGN, GameSpot, and stuff like that, and even on random forums, and averaged it out, and this is what I got. Wow. Battlefield 3 got about 9, Halo 3 got 9.4, Final Fantasy... And Final Fantasy 13, which is still one of the best looking games on current gen consoles, got an 8.5. Now, these games, well, in the case of Final Fantasy 13, we all learned later that the game is terrible, but it had nothing to do with the frame rate or how it looked. Everything that was bad about Final Fantasy 13 had nothing to do with the frame rate, because the game was linear, there was no exploration, you had no reason to backtrack,
Basically anything.
auto battle, paradigm system, gets killed, all that shit like that. So this guy's response, and I'm gonna read this one because this one was the stupidest. Okay. First he says, I never said that. Battlefield is fine.
First he says, good.
Well, first he says, good. Like he's Popeye or something. Then he says, I never said that. Battlefield is fine. Hint 1. But Halo 3 and Final Fantasy 13 sucked.
Wait, I don't know about Final Fantasy, but like...
It did.
I don't even like Halo 3, but I'm pretty sure that game was really good.
Yeah, it was.
It was excellent.
Yeah, I don't even like Halo, but I can give Halo 3 the props it deserves.
Now the rest of it is, let's see. Okay, Halo 3 and Final Fantasy 13 sucked. If you're going by ratings, then you have no clue what you are talking about. FF13 is one of the most disliked games in the entire series. Now for games like that, it makes sense that they play a bit slow. 2 of them are shooters and the last is an RPG. What?
I'm sorry.
It makes sense for a shooter than RPGs to run
slow, as opposed to a hack and slash. Wait,
let's see. Wait. A game like Devil May Cry runs slow, but the game takes a lot of time and precision. Yeah.
No, it's not that.
Okay.
The fact is, there's a bunch of he's kind of disproving himself because shooters always have a lot of shit on screen at once. And
have you ever played Bulletstorm, man?
And by the way, frames per second have nothing to do with the game's speed. It's just the smoothness of the animations.
Yeah.
The more frames, the smoother the animation looks. It's all a visual thing. That's all it is.
This freaking Devil May Cry looks like a freaking art masterpiece.
Yeah.
And it runs on 30 frames per second on Unreal.
exactly, it's a really strong engine. It runs pretty nice. And on shooters, there's even more shit than just probably what's going to be on Devil May Cry. And those never have slowdown.
Like, I'm bringing up when I get to the Prisoners of Planet Mine.
I saw him playing Far Cry 3 earlier.
Yeah, that had a lot of shit on the screen.
That had a lot of shit on the screen. Let's see, what was my response?
What was your response?
What was my response? Oh! This is how I know he was being a stubborn kid. Now I have to break it down for him with using fucking A's and B's and shit. First of all, Halo 3 definitely doesn't suck. In fact, before Halo Reach, it was the best Halo in the series. I'm not even a Halo fan or an Xbox fan. I hate the Xbox, in fact. But I can admit that Halo 3 is one of the best in the series, and everyone knows that. And the ratings aren't just from one. The
ratings aren't just from one source.
Yeah.
B, fans and critics alike.
Yeah. B, Final Fantasy 13 is bad because of linearity or overall boredom. The game is short yet somehow seems to drag on forever. Paradigm system, blah 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 blah. Everything but the frame rate. Nothing that was bad about Final Fantasy 13 had anything to do with the frame rate. DmC 1 and DmC 2 were on the same frame rate, and it's also bad because the combat got diluted to almost nothing.
See the gaming Brett Devil May Cry retrospective.
Because he brought up Devil May Cry 2 for some reason. I don't know.
It was kind of bad.
Which was bad, but that also ran on 60 frames, just like Run 2 and 3. So,
but its problems were
weren't there. You may not have said it, but you sure as hell implied that any game that runs 3 million frames per second on that. So far, I only have 3 reasons to why this guy hates this game. 1, it's different. 2, 30 frames per second is unacceptable for some reason. And 3, NT doesn't like you. And why should they?
They don't even know you.
Even if they did know him.
They didn't know him. He sounds like a fucking stubborn dick. I don't really want to know this guy.
Yeah.
Does anyone in this room like him?
No.
No one likes him so far.
This dude?
Yeah.
Rise of
This
Sinsu.
stupidity is making my brain hurt.
We don't even have enough. Anyway. Yeah, he still hasn't come up with any reason why this game is broken or remotely bad. And what I've been saying this whole time, because it's a reboot, you can try to compare it to the originals, but because it's a reboot, your argument automatically gets thrown out the window, because it's a reboot. And he said this game doesn't hold up to DmC 2 so far.
DmC 2 was the worst one!
Oh! And this was 2 days ago. 2 days ago into the argument. Because this is
the last one.
because the first message was on November 30th. No.
Okay, I had to laugh at that one.
Guys, okay. This argument has been going on for about 4 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Now this guy, 2 days ago, says, let's see, where is it?
Gotta go back to the personal messages thing.
Oh. No, it was a message before this. Hold on. No. Okay, so this guy claims that he has a friend who tested the game. That's it. That's the end of it. He doesn't get a point from him. He doesn't get an opinion. He doesn't have any arguments that his friend has. And reason for it.
My friend said this game too.
Anybody can say that, apparently.
Yeah.
I like to believe
I
you.
actually got an opinion from it.
Like, he can't prove it. But apparently, he has a friend who tested the game, the full game, not the demo. Tested the full game. And he brought this up 4 weeks into the argument.
Okay, maybe he didn't like it.
Exactly. That's the first part of this one message. Funny thing is, I have a friend who works as a game tester, and he told me that the game is finished.
Okay.
The version that was at Comic Con was the complete version.
I heard a lot of good things about that on the universe, so yeah.
Comic Con was early November.
Yeah. I remember hearing a lot of good things about that.
If I thought it was true, the release date of the demo would have been the release date of the game. If the game's complete, then that means it's done and they're about to release it.
Yeah.
We have a whole nother month to wait. People. Oh, well, one of the first things he said was the demo has glitches in it.
Of course, it's supposed to be that demo. It's a demo was supposed to have glitches.
It's like an author sending his editor a rough draft and then being bitched at and saying that the rough draft isn't good because it has mistakes in it. It's the rough draft.
Well, okay.
Fucking Skyward Sword had shit ton of glitches before it was done. It's supposed to.
That's why it took like 3 years to come out.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. I'm trying to find. Okay, the fact that there's no lock on. No, I'm asking for reasons why the game is bad. Like, the game is unplayable and broken and just doesn't play well. But he's giving me like tiny shit. Like, oh, to do Stinger you have to double tap forward and triangle. Or the sword button. Or there's no lock-on feature, even though you don't really need a lock-on feature for this game. Or all you do is spam the Angel Lift, even though Nero has the same thing in Devil May Cry 4. Why is this game focused on aerial combat? Why is there no way? Why is aerial combat the only way to single out one enemy, even though I have a demon pole, which pulls enemy sword beam? Why are all the buttons on the controllers used?
Did you really say that?
Yes! Wait! Yes! That was an actual point. As controls, the fact that you can change them doesn't mean fuck all. The reason for that is because every single button on the controller is used. X for jumping, triangle for attacking, square for shooting, circle for launcher, R1, L1 for dodging, the triggers for stances. The pause and select button can't be changed, the control stick for moving, the right stick for camera, L3 and R3 for double trigger. Those controls can't be changed because then it makes it really weird. This game has customizable controls. He's saying because all the buttons are used, you can't customize controls, even though the game itself says you can customize controls.
I'm losing faith in humanity again.
No, just listen to you.
Like every time I start to think, okay, maybe there's some hope for us. People like this show up, and it's just like.
And he brought up the fact that there's no lock-on. You don't need the fucking lock-on in this game. First of all, you have like Angel Lift and Demon Pull to single out enemies whenever you need to. You don't need to look at them. You don't need to fucking aim your camera at them at all. Just pick a direction, press where the fuck you want, and then do whatever. The fact that the dodge buttons are on 2 different buttons, I can't really defend, but my theory on that, I actually put that on here. No. Stinger. This is why I need to stop this wall of text. Yeah, the reason why there's 2 fucking dodge buttons because, well, since there is no lock-on button, you won't be able to dodge because normally dodging was the lock-on and a jump button was the direction. Since there's no lock-on button, they need to put a dodge button somewhere. The shoulder buttons is like all that's left that wouldn't be used if there was no dodge button, so they put it on one of the shoulder buttons. But now you have a whole other shoulder button unused, so it's like, fuck it, put another dodge button there. Why they didn't use that for double trigger, I don't know. But, whatever, we still have another fucking button scheme for double trigger, so where's the complaint? Where's the actual reason why this game is bad?
So, are you done with this guy?
Pretty much. Because at this point,
would you like to read this guy's stuff about why he says the game is bad?
At this point, I brought him to my classroom. I told you by the end of this conversation, you'll be smart. Now we're having like a somewhat intelligent conversation. That, well, it's only intelligent as far as he's asking questions and I'm answering them. Let's see. So this guy says, Inu Bashiri Momiji.
He's a role player who
on role player on Facebook.
Yeah.
He says, so I played the DmC demo, and here's my rating. 7 out of 10.
Negative 7 out of 10.
Negative 7 out of 10. Oh, okay. How the fuck...
I don't know why.
Okay. How the fuck did they went from the kick-ass Demon Slayer to teenage dark emo story fanfic? Seriously, what the hell?
I don't know that one.
Hold on, let's break this down paragraph by paragraph. How the fuck they went? Doesn't even need anything. The teenage dark emo story fanfic. We already addressed this before. Why does having black hair automatically mean you're emo? Hey. Emo story fanfic. Well, okay, if a story is made by someone who's not the original creator, automatically it's a fanfic.
Correct.
That doesn't make it bad, it just makes it not.
I've seen very well written fanfics.
Now everything is, oh, I'm half demon and half angel, and I can use demon and angel weapons because of that. It's like if they use an OC from here.
He's saying that because most people who make original characters for series are bad. So they're saying, basically is saying that this Dante is like an original character that someone made up.
But the only difference between this Dante and the other Dante is that he's not half human, he's half angel instead.
So what the fuck?
And they built a weapon theme around it.
Isn't it?
Yeah, being half human doesn't add shit. It just makes him half lame. The combo system is now broken. You can get a double S by spamming the demon weapon and the B button.
Xbox, probably.
Where's the B button?
B button is basically the circle button.
Wait, okay. I play PlayStation, so I don't know the mapping of Xbox controller. Okay.
That's one of those.
Okay, circle button. Combo system is not broken. Okay, well, hold on, let's continue. Oh no, it goes to backgrounds or something. Alright, for the combo system, well, okay. If you actually played the demo, and you actually got to the end of one of the missions, you get 3 different rankings. You'll get stylish point ranking, you'll get, I think, time completion, and then level completion, because there's extra shit to find in the level. And if you get them all, you'll get like, if you get all of them, you get a permanent triple S rank for that part of the mission. Now, even if you get triple S rank on the stylish ranking, that doesn't matter, because if you don't finish the game fast enough, because, well, if you're going to spam the B button of the demon weapon, you're not going to be doing much damage, so you're going to be wasting time. If you do that, you're going to waste a shitload of time, and if you don't find the other stuff, you're only going to get as much as like a C rank or something. So, easy triple S ranks for combat doesn't matter, because if you're stupid and you use this method, then you won't make any progress. It doesn't matter. Alright, so backgrounds are nice colors and contrast everywhere.
Now, I didn't even play the demo, but I've seen the backgrounds, and as far as I'm concerned, it looks amazing.
colors and contrast everywhere. I don't see what's so negative about that. There's color in my game. There's contrast in my game. I want everything to be grays and whites and blacks.
Let's go back to getting a black and white.
Oh no, wait, he doesn't want contrast. So everything must be gray. I want a black and white TV. The quote-unquote jokes consist of, come here you piece of shit, to I'm going to get you little shit, and now the moral, fuck you piece of shit.
He's saying that instead of Dante's usual quote-unquote snappy one-liners, all we get is him going around calling people a piece of shit. That's his complaint.
Dante only says that once, and the only time he says it a second time is because, well, the boss said it. Boss started off and said fuck you, and he said fuck you in response. And then the boss said fuck you again. And keep in mind, this is only like 15 minutes of plot we got, so we don't even know the rest of the fucking...
We don't even know if he's going to be making any jokes. If you expect jokes, is he even really that jokey?
Did you see the part of the trailer where Dante was going through a church and it kept expanding on him? Mm-hmm. When he escapes that, everything breaks down and he says, seems to drag on forever, huh? Church.
It was very well delivered.
It is also filled with propaganda of corporations being evil and etc. That's a part of the plot! Like propaganda doesn't exist still today?
There was one thing I wanted to say. There was a very popular movie from back in the day. I mean, people's probably it was basically about aliens that settle around Earth and deliver messages like space and stuff like that. That was a very popular movie. That was hinting on the fact that corporations were evil, and that got a cult liking and stuff like that. I guess that movie's bad now too because it hints on corporations being evil.
Apparently.
According to this guy, yeah. Seriously, how can they solve this piece of crap?
And then there's comments. Hold on.
Are there smart comments? Please tell me no smart comments.
There's me using what little I know about the game to try and argue with him. I'm trying to see exactly what happened. Well, at first I didn't see the negative like you did, so I thought he gave it a 7 and then continued to yeah, it's like, and apparently according to Lowly's Rose Margatory, the good bits is fuck you in all caps. And according to this person, the game is absolutely terrible. The only good bit is one terribly awful piece of dialogue which basically consisted of fuck you. I don't even know what that means.
Okay. Now I'm going to show you guys something that you probably won't believe. Someone who actually has an intelligent reason to
wait, there's more bullshit complaints here.
I don't want bullshit complaints.
Apparently, and the music. How in the world did they manage to go on with that? Apparently the music is bad.
Oh, no, they went wrong with that. That's where it ends. Because he didn't say what's wrong with the music or anything bad about it. They just...
Well, what do you think about the music?
And it's... I never really cared for the DmC soundtracks, especially 3 and 4, because they mostly sound the same. But it's like... Well, this one, it's just different. It's because the game is modernized. It has more modern music. More
so I tried to
actual hard rock as opposed to like, you know, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. But after seeing the bits of your demo, I tried to defend the game, saying that's not that bad. Some of them came in and said it may not be that bad, but it's going to be a while, saying the complete change in direction that the franchise is headed. I'm not exactly sure what he meant by that. And then Momiji comes in again and says, if it wasn't a Devil May Cry and a game of its own, I might reconsider it. But to change everything I already enjoyed into a light world / dark world children fanfic version of Devil May Cry that pleasant and relies on crap dialogue. Man, there's nothing good about it. Unless you enjoy this kind of fanfics with half demon / aliens that ought to save the world with their god riding powers, of course. Basically, again, complaining about it, saying that this game is a fanfic and not a real game. And then
I know the guy said this is pretty much all it boils down to. The only reason why people are still bitching now is because the game is titled Devil May Cry.
Yeah. That's it. And I brought up your point of the fact that it's a reboot. And according to Lowly's Rose Margatory again, Series have legacies. The fans deserve to be appeased. It's not fair when games decide to completely gut beloved series and introduce new ones. That gives the fans, their customers, the service required of them.
What? I gotta bump my way to this again. Super Mario Galaxy. Every game before Super Mario Galaxy, actually, I might as well just say Super Mario 64, because that's where it started. Every Mario game before that was Mario running to the right, pressing A, shutting the fuck up, like Sonic. Except Sonic was Sunshine.
64.
Huh?
Sunshine 64.
No, I said like it started at 64 and they just continue on to Sunshine. And basically that went in a totally different direction. Well, not story-wise, but gameplay-wise, that went all in another direction, and fans were still appeased. Basically, these fans are saying, if it isn't the same, I'd rather not. Basically, they're spitting out before they even get the chance to taste it. Because they're basically down in the bias shades. They were going into the game expecting... They were going into the game expecting to hate it. It's kind of like how when I first viewed Lucky Star and the military Haruhi Suzumiya. Because I just kind of went into it as I don't like these. Recently, I'm actually revisiting him as a guy, I don't like him, but not as bad as I did before. Because I actually gave him a chance.
That's the idea of the Kurokami review that I'm supposed to do. Like, yeah, I hate the fucking series so far, but I only saw the first 3 episodes.
Maybe it gets better.
Maybe it gets
And
better.
then I stepped in saying that some fans actually like the new game. It's not a sequel or prequel. It's a completely different DmC game with a new storyline, a new Dante, a new everything. They're rewriting everything, so don't judge it based on the old Dante or the new Devil May Cry series. And then some person just comes in out of nowhere, after I just said this, and said, what pisses me off about it is they pretty much threw the law out of the window with making this.
Reboot!
No, he's talking about the lore, as in the backstory of the game. What is this? Okay, Devil May Cry 1. Let's see.
Actually,
Father fought Mundus years ago.
I actually went to KO because he was online at the time and told him about what this guy was saying, and his response was that the only difference between DmC 1 and the new DmC is that Verda's not dead and Trish doesn't exist.
That's it. The plot is exactly the same. The main antagonist is Mundus. Again, you're Dante tracking down Mundus to kill him. Again, it's Devil May Cry 1 plot. Again, there's no difference between lore.
And then
Virgil's here.
And then Momiji comes in saying, in Devil May Cry 1, Verda wasn't dead. He was just Nero Angela.
He died. He died and got possessed by Mundus.
He's dead.
Nero Angelo is his revived soul. He's dead.
And then if I can
Even so, you kill him anyway, even if he wasn't alive. So shit.
And then there was this picture that Momiji brought up. We'll probably get it and show it to you guys on the screen.
Okay, the IGN 10 out of 10 thing is kind of fun. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, like bonus content includes "Fuck You" featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. Over 20 pounds of "Fuck You," making bad jokes about Hot Topic and music like Deadmau5 and stuff. Like, really?
Again, people are sheep sometimes. Basically, if anybody sees it, actually, I like to think that kind of like a little named stream, a stream of water, if you will. And people are just leaves on this stream. If they fall into the stream, they're not going to get out of the way because basically it's their way across. If everybody around them hates something, they're going to hate it. For instance, if I went and basically said out to the world, I wanted to vote for Mitt Romney or Rama sucks, everybody would hate me. Would anybody care for my intentions? Would anybody ask me why? Not really. And even if people did ask me, it's not like everybody's going to listen to me or those people who are trying to defend me. It's just going to be like, he's bad. He wanted Mitt Romney to win. Or if people like Mitt Romney, then those people will side for me just because I said I wanted to vote for Mitt Romney. Why? They don't care. I'm just on their side.
Remember that comment this guy said before about wanting a new Devil May Cry 5?
Yeah.
So, here's the conversation word for word from that line. These stupid reboot most likely means we'll not get Devil May Cry 5, he says. So they can do what with it? Introduce a new character no one gives a fuck about so they can have Dante backtrack his journey again? Yeah. Fuck that. DmC got horribly stale when they decided to replace Dante and make him one huge backtrack through everything you've already done, and copy and paste his moves from DmC 3. Literally, everything he does in DmC 4 is exactly what he does in DmC 3. Only difference is he gets 2 new weapons. That's it. 2. He gets Lucifer, which is this thing that shoots needles, and then you get Pandora, which turns into every gun you've already had.
Yeah.
And a laser.
Yeah, I've seen those. And I actually like those are good weapons. Like I've seen videos on YouTube and I was like, oh my god, these weapons are so fucking awesome. I wonder if any other weapons in this game are like this.
Well, you get gauntlets, which is in every game except for 2, because 2 you only get swords.
Yeah.
And you get shotgun, which is in every game. And then you get Virgil sword, which is a style that you can use. But that's it. They only introduced 3 new things for Dante. Now, where was I? Oh yeah. At least now with Ninja Theory, we'll get something fresh instead of the same crazy old dude wants to. Oh yeah, the plot. At least with Ninja Theory, we'll get something fresh instead of the same crazy old dude wants to be and or summon a demon that we've had for the last 3 games. Every game, aside from the first one, because that was there to establish the overall universe of Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry 2, Heihachi wanted to summon a demon. Devil May Cry 3, Arthur wanted to be a demon. Devil May Cry 4, Hope wants to summon God.
Yeah, I remember those. Yeah.
Spoilers for the playthrough, but whatever. I'm like right before that part anyway, so it's not even spoiler. Yeah, old DmC is obsolete. And he says, oh, obsolete? Who the hell are you to say that? You aren't the creator of the game, so how can you say it's obsolete? Ninja Theory said that. The whole purpose of this game existing is because Ninja Theory thinks that. Now, even if they wanted to reboot the series, at least do it while respecting the source material. NT has shown that they don't respect the DmC series at all, and they didn't even need to have Dante in 5. You're saying we don't need Dante now?
We don't need Dante.
We don't need Dante now. I guess we don't need Dante because shit. Hey, what? Right here. MT has shown that they don't respect the Devil May Cry series at all. They didn't even need to have Dante in 5.
You don't need to have the main character in the game.
We don't need the main character in Devil May Cry, do we? Even though our primary argument for hating this game is that this guy is different from the main character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck the main character. Take his ass out, replace him with the main character. Let it be his son or daughter or something. How about a game where we play as Sparta so we can see how he defeated Mundus? So many better ideas than Dante got
DM on Killaha XX.
He wants to take out the protagonist's purpose, and replace him with his father in a story which we already resolved in the first game. The whole premise of Devil May Cry 1 is that Sparta failed to kill Mundus, so he had to seal him, then Mundus escaped, and then Dante had to fix it. Why would we want to cause the problem we already fixed? Why would we go all the way back to the source?
Why would we go play how he lost?
So, my role of text following after that. First of all, the creator of DmC is backing this game. Taker was there when I was typing this. Ninja Theory went to him about ideas for the new Dante, and this game wouldn't exist without his input and approval. Second, if we didn't need Dante, then what the fuck are you bitching about? First you want a reboot to feel like the original, which would be obsolete because it would be Devil May Cry 5. And now you want to take out the main protagonist. You're a sheep. You don't even know what you want or what you're complaining about because you're just
you just are because everyone else is.
Yeah, this guy's only bitching for reasons that everybody else is bitching about and doesn't even know what they are. And you definitely don't know what this franchise is because you're so blind to see how stale the series has gotten. Because all you want is more and more and more. You're a fat ass. You don't care what it is. You don't care what it is. You'll eat it if you know it tastes good. One slight ingredient change, you won't touch it. This game is broccoli to you. You won't eat it because it doesn't taste like cake. But you can't eat cake all day, fat ass. You gotta eat your veggies sometime. You have nothing on this game or Ninja Theory. And neither does anyone else except for this one dude who actually came up with a good reason.
Who the hell actually said this?
Man, that's my wall text I sent you.
Basically, yeah, what he said was completely true. Everybody who's basically complaining about DmC are fat asses. They've had cake. Get your cake number 1, cake number 2, which tastes worse than the other cakes. Cake number 3, and still cake number 4, but it's cake nonetheless. You got like chocolate cake, strawberry cake, vanilla cake, chocolate cake. That's delicious.
It's more like vanilla cake, fruit cake, strawberry cake, chocolate cake.
You're gonna eat the fruit cake just because it's a cake.
Yeah, but anyway,
That's what cake is, so I'm gonna eat it.
yeah, cake, and cake. And then this guy comes in and says, alright guys, this may be a little different. It's a salad. Ew! Salad!
Curses! Okay, so I'm going to show you guys something mind-blowing. It's actually an intelligent dude giving me a good reason why he doesn't like DmC. Let's see. Pretty much this guy says there's no substance in his character. He is annoying because, no preservation or wit. There's nothing interesting about him, no mystery to the player to support their imagination. A good character is, I don't know what this word is, J-U-S, juxtaposition.
Oh, juxtaposition. I forget what that means, but it's a real word.
Yeah. I know it's a word, but I
can look it up.
A good character has juxtaposition and dimension. Sure, Dante was vengeful, but he was casual about it. Something not typical for that motivation. Most of his deeds were impersonal, giving him altruistic side, this guy obviously writes, to an otherwise snarky personality. He was charming without being overbearing. Where is the charm in this game? Where is there anything we haven't seen before and learned times better? Dante was young and brash in 3, reserved and confident in 4. There's no similarity in that character between the two games. Either you played the wrong games, because I mentioned that his attitude in 3 and 4 are practically the same, even though it wouldn't make sense because they come between, they come before and after 1. The stigma of this game suffers. The stigma of this game suffers is that it's supposed to be a Devil May Cry game. I'm sure if it was the original IP of Ninja Theory, it wouldn't receive so much hatred, especially given the dynamic environments and world design. I think the Devil team did some creative things in that regard, and would have been interesting to see a story with original characters instead of being a reboot. I don't hate this game, I am disappointed.
Right?
He's just not satisfied with Dante's character. And that's agreeable.
That's agreeable, but I can say one thing. But first of all, we only get a taste of Dante. We don't know how he is actually in the game. And as far as everybody else knows, this guy's just fuck. In that case, he's probably just getting him off.
But at least this guy has boiled it down to I don't hate this game. I'm just disappointed with Dante so far.
Yeah, so far. Because, and if he is in this way, basically, what we see is what we get in this case, well then maybe this guy probably just forgot that a character can grow into other characters. If anything, this might just add to his character development a tiny bit by showing what he was before he became confident, reserved, and whatnot. I'm not calling him stupid, I'm just saying he might have forgotten a tiny detail. If anything, when it comes to this Dante, think of it not like adding to a statue. Think of it just like chiseling off the rough edges. So you get a perfect taste. Basically, this game wants you to have the perfect taste of Dante, from what he was back when he was young, like us, to what he is when he's older. The many faces of Dante, if you will.
They want us to see his growth and whatnot instead of just throwing us into here, Dante.
Yeah.
So this guy, even though
he has a legit reason, though.
He has a legit reason. It's not completely agreeable, but it is agreeable nonetheless, unlike everyone else.
Like, he's not bashing the complete game. He just says he doesn't like Dante the way he is currently.
I'm not satisfied with Dante. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. He just doesn't like Dante on a personal or when it comes to personality.
Okay, now I hate this YouTube thing. Like, it's not just the design, it's just the fact that now I'm getting a whole bunch of like recommendations from what I already watched. It's like, no, I want like a menu of shit that has come out recently. Not just
I don't know, that's not bad. That's because you're not
just drowning my
Are you
face.
signed in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, man. YouTube's being fucking stupid. They need to stop touching YouTube.
So
I don't care if they change the look of it. Just don't fuck up with the...
So are we done here, or is there something else going on?
That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
I enjoyed the game. I have a playthrough on YouTube on the... Well, I'll put it on the synchronization channel later, but it's on my channel right now.
So we sign. So I guess we sign off now.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes.
We're pretty much done.
All right.
I didn't want to say anything in this video. People are stupid, so I had to.
All right. So I'm Nate.
Okay.
Felix. And he's here. And we're signing out.
Yeah.
We're Synchronization, and we out.